This next guy. Please welcome Jamie McKenzie.
Hey, party on, people. Actually, I just decided this a couple of minutes ago in the green room. I'm running for Attorney General. What the hell? No, well, anyway. Well, I'm a recovering alcoholic for the last 30 years. But I recover every morning. Hey, one day at a time, right? Come on, one day at a time. Isn't that the way that is? All right, well, I did that marriage gig. You know, I ended up with a few kids, a handful of grandchildren. It was great. You know, I survived. I'm here. You know, and how I survived was I drank a lot of vodka juice. You know, that kind of made me hyper. So, how I counteracted that is I smoked a lot of weed. Okay, back in the day I was a real big pothead. Speaking of pot, I can remember. I can remember back in the early 80s, my oldest daughter, she's around there somewhere, when she was like 4 years old, she came running over to me and she found a pot seed. She found that in the shag carpet. And she comes running over to me, "Daddy, what's this, what's this?" And I didn't know what to say. I was probably stoned at the time. And I remember she didn't like bugs, so I said, "Hey, don't touch that, it's a bug egg." She dropped it, ran to her mom. Hey, she never touched another, and she don't smoke pot to this day, so hey, whatever works, you know what I mean? Well, I did lots of overtime work. You know, I can remember one time, also way back there, I was working at Exxon refinery, and I for like months straight, I'd come home one day a week, and I kind of screwed up once. I hired a hooker, and I found out her nickname was Razor Blade Pussy. How I found out? Okay, seriously, how I found out is I was fingering her and she stood up. I don't know, well, I actually, you know, I got a call from her recently, and she's been clipping my nail after all these years. All right, I went a little too far. Whatever. All right, there was another job I was doing, another overtime job in Dublin. Not the one in Ireland, in Dublin, PA. All right, I was on like my 7th day straight of 17, 18 hours a day. And it used to take me an hour and a half to get to work. And it used to take me about 20 minutes to get home. Because, you know, the only people who was out at 3 o'clock in the morning was me and the cops. So I'd be flying home like 90 miles an hour. I come flying down this road one day, you know, from all these little towns, you know. I come flying down the road, and there was this slow-ass guy driving, so I zipped around him. Don't you know he was a cop? He puts on that little siren, boo-boo, pulls my ass over. He said, "Hey, you been drinking?" You know, my eyes must have been bloodshot as hell. You know, and I said, "Oh, no, sir." And I explained, you know, I'm doing all this overtime crap, you know. Okay, he says, "All right, Jamie, if you take a breathalyzer and it comes out 0.00, I'm going to let you go with no ticket." I said, "Cool, bring it on." So he gives it to me, and I look at him, I said, 0.00, right, sir? He goes, yeah, okay, you can go. I blare my stereo up, lay some wheels, got the fuck out of there. Next day, I go back to work. Overtime was over, so they let me go around 9 o'clock. So I hang out at the Dublin Inn for a few hours. I got trashed. I come flying down that same ass road. I'm doing about 75 miles an hour. This time I picked up like 4 or 5 cops. in cop cars. One in the front, one in the back, one couple on the side, all over the place. Oh my God, the only thing I remember is the one in the front had his gun pointed at me. Don't you know that cop from the night before? Turned out he's the head cop in that whole town. He comes pulled up and he says, "Oh, not you again, Jamie. Yo, I got this, guys. Yo, you gotta start driving slow through my town." All right, look, now they're gonna keep their eyes looking for you, and I'm not gonna be here to protect you all the time. I said, "Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry. My heart's pounding like a motherfucker. So, I drive away, and I guess time for recovery again, because it was about time for another vodka dose, and I pulled away. But, I say God helps those that are drunk and morons. Unfortunately, that day, I happened to be both. All right, well, thank you, Helium. I hope you're all gassed up, and I hope me and the rest of the community blow your fucking mind. Thank you.